Welcome back to Michezo Kiganjani, your number one spot for the most fascinating stories in world football. Today, we travel back in time, deep into history to answer the question that many football fans have always wondered: who scored the very first goal in the history of football competition? Stay tuned because this story will surprise you. In order to understand the very official goal in football, we need to go back to the year of 1871 in England. That year, the Football Association created a new tournament that would later become one of the most regional competitions in the sport. The FA Cup, this was the West's very first organized football competition, and it marks the beginning of competitive football as we know it today. On November 11, 1871, the very first FA Cup matches were played. One of those matches were between Cranford Rovers and Oxbridge. During the game, history was made just 30 minutes after kickoff. A man named Jarvis Kenrick played for Cranford Rovers, scored a goal. This goal became recognized as the first ever goal in the history of football competition. Kenrick's strike may seem ordinary now, but back then it was a groundbreaking moment. Football was still developing its rules. There were no nets on the goal. Referees had very little power, and even the idea of corner kick was new, but one thing is for sure: Jarvis Henry's goal opened the door for billions of goals that would fall across the world. Cranford Rovers went on to win that match 3-0. Interestingly, Kendrick didn't stop there. He also scored another goal in the same game, meaning that he holds the honor of not only scoring the first goal but also being the first player to score more than once in unofficial competitions matches. The FA Cup itself grew bigger and bigger, and by the late 19th century it has become the most prestigious football tournament on the planet. But the memory of Jarvis Kendrick's first goal has never been forgotten by football historians. Imagine it for a moment: thousands of players today, from Lionel Messi to Cristiano Ronaldo, from Perez to Maradona, have scored unforgettable goals, yet now of those goals would have had the same historical meaning without Jarvis Kenrick striking the very first one in 1871. So the answer to the question who scored the first ever goal in football competitions is Jarvis Kenrick of Cranford Rovers in 1871, a name that may not be as famous as today's superstar, but without him, football's rich history would never have started. Thanks for watching Michezo Kiganjani. If you're enjoying this dive into football history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more amazing sports stories. Until the next time, keep the love for the game alive. It's me, the Lil Lucas. See you once again.